All right, we're ready now. Welcome back to the stream. Last time, we got started a little bit on some, like, just the combat attacks, which was pretty cool. I did a little bit off stream, just because I wasn't happy with how everything was, and I have some other things that I want to add. And you know, sometimes the programming can get a bit boring, but I was more just annoyed, so that's why I did it. Let's have a look at how all of that looks. It's just not worth explaining too much. So we did last time added attacks for, so we have some little enemy guys, they run around. We can pick up our weapon. When we do that, it gives us two different attacks. One of them is this just kind of singular attack, and then the other is this AoE. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do AoE. I don't want it to just be this like continual, like you see if they run into it, they die. Probably shouldn't be like that. Should be like a singular moment or an instant in time when that happens. But then for the actual attack, he moves a little bit, and I did that because the animation itself is going to make him move, and so there will be movement tied in with combat. So I've hard-coded some of that in here. Anyway, so not a huge deal, but that's cool. And then some other stuff that I added real quick was just, if we click on here, you can see all of your different attacks. We're gonna change these with icons or replace them with icons at some point. And then when you upgrade your weapons at the effigy, you will be able to equip certain attacks or icons or stuff. The code is a little not correct right now, but it's good enough. So anyway, just out of curiosity, does that? No, it doesn't. Okay. Anyway, so we have to do something with that where it kind of translates all of that stuff. Let me fix my camera real quick over to the weapon so that it uses the right attacks, but you know, so I think that this was always like decent. Is that good enough? Yeah, that's like perfect. Okay, cool. Let me do one more thing, and then we will get started on creating a knife, actually, or a dagger. Okay. So I think the best way to start with this, I mean, we could just create the knife little sprite. I don't want to, though. Not in the super duper drawing mood right now. So let's go, let's just find something online to steal real quick, and then we'll replace it later. I mean, honestly, this is pretty good. Yeah, this is fine. So I can copy that, add it to here. Whoops, there we go. That's a large image. Yeah, it should be good. Okay. Then we gotta save this in Fog, which it is this Fog folder. That's honestly confusing. Do I use this one? I almost never use this one. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, so Fog, and weapons. Okay, sprites. There we go. Got it. Dagger. Okay, so in here, orientation doesn't matter. Okay, so we are going to duplicate this. We're going to call this Dagger. We are going to throw it in here as its own prefab. It's an original prefab. Ooh, should it be? Should it be an original prefab or a prefab variant? I think it might need to be a variant. In fact, you know what I should do? Let me see if this works. Do these guys have anything that they're attached to? It doesn't look like it. You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to call this weapon, and I am going to go prefab variant. And what this should do is it is rooted in this prefab here. So if I make edits to the weapon class, it should edit the dagger. Well, yeah, so we'll call this axe. Base weapon class, and then we'll go axe, and then well, yeah, let's do this. I don't really know how all of this works, so we gotta just figure it out, you know. Okay, dagger prefab variant. Okay, so for this we want to figure out what my attacks are, because I don't even know. Gotta pull out my handy dandy trusty notebook. Okay, so this, all the axe stuff is on here, which you won't be able to see because it'll blur out. This has all of the icons on it, and so I'll recreate those at some point, and they're kind of cool looking, you know, if I do have to say so myself. I think they're fun. Gotta move some stuff around. Okay, so let's grab, it's kind of fun. I drew like little like stick figure, what would you call that, like storyboard animations for my camera's bothering me, for the attack animations, which I think is kind of funny. So I feel like 310 is usually the number that I'm at. It's a little lower today. I just can't get too far or too close. That's okay. Okay. So let's search through here, and then we have the dagger. Okay. Cool. Wait, does it? Oh, interesting. When did I have my camera reverse? Has it always been like that? I feel like usually when I show things it's backwards, but that's cool. Okay. Yeah, so let's create some of these. I don't even know what some of these are. It's kind of funny. One of them is a ranged throw. I don't know if you like lose the weapon at that point, or if it just comes back or something. Maybe it comes back. Could be like, well, because God of War does that, but then also, pretty sure you can do that in Hades. So, I don't know. I have no idea. It'd be kind of funny too, though, because there's games where you throw your weapon, and you unequip it, and I always find those like hilarious. Okay, so dagger. We got to start renaming everything. And in terms of the colliders, yeah, we'll have to set those. So we could do that real quick. I still haven't figured out how the colliders are going to work. They might just sit on the person of Keegan, like, perpetually. I don't know what that does to the overhead. I mean, well, we could find out, actually, real quick. I'm genuinely curious. Okay, so we have all this stuff doing stuff down here, and it's, you know, running at 250 frames and all that stuff. Okay, but what if we take this and we just like duplicate like 200 of them, you know, not 200, but 30 of them. I feel like that didn't do anything. And then let's say that I like, okay, now we legitimately have 198. I feel like that didn't do anything. Also on this, for some reason, is this not a trigger? Okay, should be a trigger. How come I can't go through there? There we go. Okay. Huh. Oh, no, it's... Yeah, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the code. I haven't figured out. Is it these guys or... Yeah, no, it's the colliders. Okay. So that's not the best strategy, I feel like. Okay, question. If I take all of these except this one and I turn them off, what does it do? Okay, we're about 200, you know, boom, turn them on. Maybe there isn't really that much of a change. I mean, there is some sort of a change, but not that much. Okay, that's interesting. Well, for now, we are going to do this, so, whatever. You know, and like, goodness, we'll probably only have, like, maybe a dozen weapons for the whole game. Maybe 2 dozen, like, I don't know. Can't imagine it being much more complicated than that. So for the daggers, let's do all of the attacks first, and then we'll figure out what to do with everything else. Okay, so we have the first one. Slash. You can imagine what that one does. Damage, I don't know. We're going to make up numbers at some point later on. But, oh, I kind of want to add fun, like, enemy knockback and stuff, because that'll be cool to play with. Actually having the enemies be like interactable, kind of like physical objects too, would be nice. I could actually do that real quick, because since they all have circle colliders on them, I could turn off the triggerness of them, and either I might have to create a rigid body component for them. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that. Actually, I don't think that would work outright if we do this. Yeah, it just makes them fall. It actually needs to be in the code itself, where instead of transformed up position, we do rigid body. So let's go private rigid body 2D RB. We can actually even just create a new rigid body component that we just add to the character. Does that work? If we just do this new and then we go RB dot velocity, linear velocity equals this. Let's see if this works. It might not. Those are some gnarly pops. Okay, and then we're gonna get back to changing all of our Dagger script. Okay, so it looks like not. And that is because we need to probably add it. How do we do this? Add component to game object unity. Okay. So we go RB dot no, hang on. So instead of this, we go add component. I'm gonna look at this real quick. How come it's not letting me do that? Start game object add component rigid body 2D, and that works. Okay, that's cool. So that should do it though, pretty easily. Yeah, it's not interesting. Okay. So they're doing something now. Okay, so it likely do you want them to be kinematic? I could try that real quick though. Let's go rb dot what is it called? Body type equals kinematic. Okay. Oh, now I know how these work. This is probably an enum. Yeah, if I jump into here, it's an enum. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. So it's all, yeah, that's easy. Piece of cake. Man, I understand how to program. Okay, perfect. This is good. This is what we want, honestly, because what we have to do now is just make it so probably it's that the speed has to be way up. Yeah, that's the big issue. So now they should collide into each other. Ah, they are not. Why aren't they colliding into each other? Because they're kinematic, right? That's the whole point. Okay, so let's go dynamic, and then we get rid of gravity. Oh, they don't collide with each other because they're on the that weird thing. We need to make destructible and destructible collide with each other, and then we need to go on trigger enter only. Okay, so enemies cannot have triggers on them. They are all going to have colliders. So gotta remember that. Otherwise the logic is gonna get super screwed. Okay. So can't do kinematic, which is fine. But we just go rb dot, I don't know, gravity scale equals 0. Okay. All of this work. 10? Goodness me. So slow. I mean, personally, I don't want time.delta time. It always screws everything up. I have always had issues with that piece of code. It's so inconsistent, and it has always made all of my games, like, glitchy. Like, I find it despicable, personally. I really don't like it. Okay, this is interesting, honestly. Like, it definitely shows you, like, if you're not using AoE, the axe is very slow and not that useful. AoE is definitely the point of the axe, which I did design it that way intentionally, so, like, I'm not surprised. Okay. That's cool. I had all of the enemies selected. That's why that was kind of lagging out. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, it is interesting. I do like how they are all, like colliding with everything. That's cool. Obviously, they need to be able to collide with other things too. Like this there. Although the pathfinding will actually... Ooh, the pathfinding should actually take care of that, so we might not have to worry about that. But this will be like a huge sweep, like a whoosh, and I mean, we'll edit it. We'll see how it feels. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So let's look at that dagger then, and we are going to hop down to... Yes, we want weapon. / I'm just gonna name everything real quick because I have those and I actually don't have the other stuff that I'm trying to do right now. Okay, what in the world? Okay. Pummel. I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't know what that is. Stab. This one was great. Assassination. It's probably gonna be some like ridiculously long attack, but it's gonna do a lot of damage or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know who made these. I have no idea. No idea. And then, yeah. Ranged throw. Not sure what I was thinking. Yeah, we'll find out. Okay, so for the dagger, we have all of these colliders. And we're going to want to attach them here. So let's do that. Okay. Yeah, still sick today. It's not amazing. Okay, and then I gotta do these as well. Pummel. Stab. That one's just funny to me, stab. As opposed to what? I don't know. What else are you gonna do? Oh yeah, ranged throw. That's what you're gonna do. Stab or throw. Okay. Yeah, you know, and why not? Might as well. Like, let's give it a shot. This will be kind of fun. Let's create all the colliders for this guy, just so we can mess around with 2 different weapons. Technically, that is the point. So I am going to, in the base class, make this a trigger. It does have to be a trigger. I don't know why it wasn't before. It's weird. Okay. For the dagger, it should have... This guy has the sprite, which is incredibly large. That is really funny. Okay, let me think about this. Okay, I'm creating another duplicate of the sprite so that I can remove it from this one, and then I can scale this independently. We could also throw the sprite animator on there. So I think if we do that, yeah, we grab this, and then for this one we do Dagger, and that way I can scale it down a little so it's not so ridiculously large. And that's pretty good. That looks reasonable. I don't know. Doesn't it? Yeah, that's got to be reasonable. Okay. So, Dagger. And that is the... Yep, okay, cool. So, for this... we're going to do a couple things. So we want to... The damage, yeah, I'll figure out later. I don't know. Oh, man. The big thing is that all of these are going to be, you know, like 0.1, 0.1, like probably even shorter than that, like very quick. And what I added was this feature where I could move Keegan after he's attacked. So for this one, like he'll move forward, like probably 0.25 or something. So we'll go negative 0.25. And then if you string together like a couple of these, you're going to kind of lurch forward, which is cool. And this one, you'll probably go less forward. And it also is going to be like a 0.1, maybe even 0.2, because you'll be like some sort of like, I don't know. I actually don't know what it is for this one. Maybe you're hitting them with the back of the handle or something weird. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, okay. That is a problem. It's attached to these guys instead. I don't know an easy way of doing this, so for now I'm just going to do it by hand. At some point later on, we're going to have to figure out how to do this, but right now we're ignoring it. So, stab also, it's probably going to be more of like he winds up, stabs like, I don't know, 0.2 into like and then he's got to like pull it back out or something. It's like another like 0.2, maybe even like 0.3. That one might be a bit longer. Assassination, definitely I have this one feeling like it's going to be long for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Flurry also is probably going to be like I don't know, 0.3, 0.4. It's probably going to be an AoE of some kind. And then the ranged throw is a ranged throw, so I don't know. And it's probably going to take like a long time, though, for it to come back. So we'll figure out how that works. I'm not sure. Okay, so big things. AoEs. None of these. Not assassination, that'll be a special one. I guess pummel might be a parry of some kind. We'll see. That could be cool. Flurry's probably going to be a AoE, and that'll be some weird special thing. Okay. That honestly seems like a balanced list of attacks you could do. Had an idea. Given the nature of the tree diagrams that I have. Bruh. What are you looking for? Weapon sprite? Do I not have a weapon sprite? What? Is it not just itself? Like, how does that work? It's because I changed stuff around, but shouldn't it just be this? And then we call this like weapon sprite. Okay. I want to call this, maybe I don't. Okay, whatever. Had an idea though. Watch this. What if each of these was the end of a combo? So you attack. If you attack twice, maybe it does this twice and then you finish with this combo or something like that. This allows how many times though you can combo, and then when you combo, then it does that final attack. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. That would make it, I don't know. So that's an idea. What I have it right now is that every single unique combination will have a 3 cycle combo, where if you do, whatever this is, like flurry something and pummel this one, if you do like a flurry, pummel, flurry, it'll do like some special attack or something, and it'll be different for each one. So anyway, I don't know too much about that, so thinking on it. I do want to get rid of that guy, and then yeah, so there's this issue. This is annoying when I unequip a weapon. Okay, so we haven't changed any of the colliders for everything. But, I mean, this is pretty good. Like, this is going to be good stuff. This is so interesting. Yeah, this is where, like, this is definitely going to have, like, a... Like, you can just spam the crap out of this. Go boom, boom, boom. And there's definitely going to be like a window for clicking for combos. So I might decrease that. That's a little too fast for me. And then we have to change all of the colliders too to make it more interesting. So I might go like at least 0.2 for everything, and then pummels like I don't know, like I don't know. I don't even know what it does. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it works. It should probably be like a pretty reactionary thing though. Maybe I could do 0.2. Stab definitely needs to be like much longer. All right, let's give some of this a shot. Okay, so that's just me stringing it together over and over again. Oh, also, like, it's not going to deal this much damage. It's definitely going to... I think that's the pummel that I'm doing right there. Yeah. So it's interesting. Whoops. Yeah, I definitely don't want that to happen when you play the game. So I'll have to think about that. Shouldn't accidentally click on the effigy there. And then pretty much, yeah, if a guy is inside of like your attack box, he should be able to, he dies immediately. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. I like that. Okay, so that's fun. So we have some sort of dagger going on, and then let's create the attack boxes for each one. So like for this one, it's probably going to be a little bit shorter range, but it definitely should be like very, very close range and like pretty much take care of anyone who's nearby. So maybe something like that. Okay. Pummel. Totally not sure what this attack even is going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put it like right here. And is it bigger or smaller than that one? Let's make it a little bigger. Do something like that. Stab. For this one, it's definitely going to be something like this, where you can kind of lurch into another range, because it'll like target onto an enemy, and then you'll be able to lurch into them as you're attacking them. Assassination, not sure, no idea. I don't know for this one. It's very interesting. And then Flurry, that one I think is the one where I want that to be a circle. And this should be some kind of like an AoE like this or something. Yeah, that's interesting. And then the ranged throw, I'm not sure either. Probably won't have a collider on this one too. Like it'll be super interesting how this works. Not sure. Definitely not sure. Honestly, this one could probably use some of like these guys, and then we just like scale them up, and it's some sort of like throw that you can do like in this area or something. Yeah, not sure, but for now, that's pretty good for just some other attacks that you can have. Oh, I should probably turn that off, because it's just hanging out there now. Okay, boom. From here, we go, let's just test out each of these guys, see how they do. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do actually is reduce the time after each of these attacks, so it'll be kind of like your cooldown window. Because I mean, it is cool to have a lot of variance in all of the different attacks and weapons. But I also kind of don't want to create like a spammy weapon. So like this feels more normal, where it's like hit, 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 hit. Maybe it should be just a little bit faster. Like I do want it to be slightly like crowd control. Whereas this one's definitely not. Yeah, and none of these are. The range throw is definitely going to take like a full, like, I don't know, second after that or something. And then Flurry, I have no idea. Okay. So those are pretty good. And that kind of brings us to just the knife and the dagger. We got that. Attacks should move the player around. We did do that. Okay, and then I do want to do this real quick. It's super easy. Actually, it takes no code at all. All that we have to do is hop over to this guy. And we just grab this HUD menu. And we're just going to open up paint.net. And then we just kind of fill this in here. So I'm going to grab like this color. Let me see how I want to do this. Do something like that, and then just boom, boom, basically. and we just kind of fill it in. So nothing huge, nothing crazy. We just kind of want all this to be like generically waiting for the player to add a item into this area. So, and then once they do, it'll cover this up. So, not crazy complicated. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. So I might go like that right there. So it still has a hint of like what's going in there, but nothing that's like just glaringly white, which is good. Okay. Oh, and then later we can add our attacks even into this area, which is perfect. So I've got that all kind of established. And the other big thing that I wanted to do was when you equip the weapon. Let me calculate this real quick. Okay, so this is what that did real quick, is we pop over here. Oh, let me show you this side of it. It is now empty, which looks great. And then we pick up, like, let's say the axe, boom, and then it's sitting in there the whole time. So, awesome. Turn off the gizmos. That's cool, and then this is just sitting right there. It does kind of drift around. I'm gonna fix that. That has to do with how it follows the camera. It's kind of weird. I don't like it, but we can fix that later. Okay, for now, that's good, but we want to scale this up. So I think Control-Shift-P pauses. So what I'll want to do, oh, and honestly, I think this is the trick, is I'm gonna have to put it inside the HUD, which is fine. And then we just have to scale it up. So it's probably gonna be like 0.5, 0.5. Yeah. I understand what's happening. I know exactly what's happening. Yeah, okay. I got this. I got this. I can figure this out. So grab this, put it here. Boom. Control-Shift-P. It is moving the parent object. So if we hop over here, I believe that's what's happening. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. What's happening down here then? Oh no, it's getting moved around for sure. For some reason. Why? Okay, so let's go pivot center, local, global. It's so interesting that it shows up right in front of the player. Although that is where I end up dropping it in the end when I do that. Okay, so what we'll have to do is we gotta figure out a way to make that in a different position. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to spend some time thinking about that. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to get the Dagger set up, and then kind of show you some of the other stuff I've been working on. But it's cool. I feel like we're making progress. Like last week, 2 weeks ago, we did not have any attack combat mechanics whatsoever. So this is cool. We're starting to progress. And then from here we can, add animations and do all the fun stuff. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. And I will see you guys next time.